Wait, we go like this, right?
Ooh.
Slobs, restart this. We cannot swear.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
This close? Oh, my God.
What do you think? Adults,
What are our topics for today?
Thank you for joining me.
Restart it. Welcome back for another episode of Slobs Anonymous. We're back, your favorite hosts, KB and... He can't get it together. I'm just so funny today, guys.
You're hysterical, yeah. Funny looking.
Literally, I'm in a moo right now. Anyways, how was your week, Joe?
It was pretty good. I'm excited to get back to the gym now.
A lot of sap.
A lot of sap. Yeah, no, I'm back at the gym now, doing that New Year's stuff.
Ooh, the new gym, new year, new you?
No, it's same me. Like, sorry, don't want to get anybody excited.
Oh, damn.
Same me, definitely. Just jacked, lifting weights, doing some cardio, losing these man boobs, and getting rid of some guts,
It happens.
Yeah. What do you got going on? Anything fun?
I started at the gym today as well.
Oh,
and I had severe gym anxiety.
See, I was gonna act surprised, but like I have to talk about the phone call I got from you today when you were having a nervous breakdown.
Why don't you tell them?
I mean, she had a nervous breakdown. That's about it. She called me freaking out, like, I don't know if I could go into the gym.
I was like, I can't do this. What do? I can't go in. Everyone's gonna stare at me. And he's like, who am I talking to?
Yeah, I'm like, can I have my friend Kaylee back? What have you done?
And I was like, I got to bring my Tony Soprano energy.
Shot. Well, this week we've got what? We got stories plural.
Multiple.
Of our slobs,
Yes.
of our slobbish fucking clientele that we provide. That was me farting.
God bless. Oh, my God.
We had an incident about 5 minutes ago where I farted and she wouldn't come by the microphone.
Because he was too close.
Too close for comfort.
Anyways.
So we have a slob story here. Another one that they wanted to keep it anonymous.
Anonymous
no
with the
fun.
slobs.
I mean, I get it. I woun't want to air my life out there either.
Let's hear it.
This
Dun 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 dun.
Right.
Slob story.
I would like to let the listening audience know I was 19 years old. I was in my second year of college, and my self-esteem was non-existent.
Ooh.
I had met this guy on an app. See, this sounds weird me saying it. It sounds like I met a guy. I had met this guy on an app on my iPod Touch called Twinkle. Wait, was his name Twinkle or was the app?
No, the app was apparently Twinkle. Have you ever heard of this app?
No, it sounds, I don't know. It sounds
Twinkle,
very
twinkle,
Disney-esque.
little star.
It's like where two Disney freaks would like get together and meet on Disney Twinkle. We're gonna get through this. I know it isn't. I know it is as awful as it sounds. Yeah, it is. He lived in a small town about 2.5 hours away. He was a little weird, but he was nice to me and interested, so I gave him a chance. The first time I slept over at his house, apparently one of my hairs was left on the pillow. This guy taped a piece of my hair to a blank piece of paper and put it in his living room like a piece of art. I swear on my life. You would think that I would have been terrified and ran for the hills, but no.
It turned me on.
It was a Karen. My young, dumb self thought it was sweet. Like, oh, this guy likes me a lot. He saved a piece of my hair. I ended up dating him for 2 years, and that was not the weirdest thing that happened in our relationship.
God bless.
He lived in a small town, so there wasn't a lot to do besides rent videos from the last standing family video in America or go walk around Walmart. He was really into going to state parks in the middle of the night to build campfires. This sounds like an episode of like NCIS or something.
I know.
One time he took me out after it snowed. This is a double story in one. One time he took me out after it snowed. It was 3 a.m. and freezing. He built a bonfire in the middle of nowhere at a park at one of his country roads. I'm reading that right off the paper.
Country roads.
Now, some of you may be thinking, hey, that's not so bad. But I mentioned that I am the biggest scary cat in the universe, and I was scared out of my mind every time thinking an axe murderer would stumble upon us at any moment to kill us. The moral of the story is, if it feels wrong, it probably is. Don't be a slob. Don't be a slob and stay to avoid hurting someone's feelings. The breakup was awful.
Jeez. Sounds awful. Sounds like the whole beginning, ending, and middle was awful.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm gonna...
Have you ever kept a girl's hair?
No. No.
Have you ever kept like an award? Like, have you ever kept a panty or something?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Oh my god.
100%.
Ew. Is
But
it like a Grendel, like, you
that's
know,
my business.
Beowulf, like you keep it on
The
the
Grundle? Is that what you're
Grendel? Is it where they cut off his head and keep it?
Oh, no, I have no idea what that is.
You're not edumacated.
No.
I'm just kidding. I was the only time I was not stoned in British Lit.
Oh, yeah, no, you got that on me. Math class was the only class I knew what I was doing in.
But anyways, and I have a slob story.
Double stories.
This is also an anonymous slob. Let's see what it says. I was with my longtime boyfriend at the time, and
what is with the boyfriends?
I don't know, man. And we just
Y'all
started
women
living
need
together.
Jesus.
We used to have date nights where we would take our mattress from our bedroom and bring it into our living room and have quote-unquote slumber parties. It was so much fun until one dreadful afternoon. We had the mattress in the living room from a date night the night before, and as we were cuddling, things got a bit hot and heavy. Ooh. We started the deed when suddenly we heard the screen door, then the front door started to open. I jumped off my boyfriend and grabbed the blankets to cover up. My boyfriend got his pants on and ran to the bathroom, leaving me butt naked under the blankets alone. It was my boyfriend's brother, wanting to see if we wanted to get something for lunch. I was mortified, but tried to play it cool. I laid on the mattress naked as the day I was born and said, "No, we're good, but thanks anyways." Instead of getting the hint, we were a bit preoccupied. His brother then proceeded to take a seat on the couch and light up a cigarette. While he was there trying to make small talk with me, my boyfriend came back into the room, looking at me with the biggest smirk, sat down and lit a cigarette up of his own. I was traumatized, and it felt like this was the world's longest cigarette break of my life. Finally, about 15 to 20 minutes later, his brother left, and as he was walking out, he said, "You guys should really lock this door. What if someone..." What if yous were doing something and someone just walked in?
Yeah, what if? What if?
It's been many years since then, and I still don't know if his brother knew what he walked in on, but it's definitely a stab story I carry with me. Moral of the story is to always be sure to ring the doorbell or call before entering someone's home, or don't feel the need to do it in your living room. You take it as you please.
Just walk in like that. Oh my God. Some people.
So, what do you think? Do you think that what should your moral be?
What would my moral? The moral of this story over here?
No, mine.
Oh, of
the
that
one
story?
I read. Yeah.
I mean the moral. Yeah, the moral. I'm gonna go ahead and just say the moral of the story is lock your fucking doors.
Oh, that's true.
Like that's
true.
just the easiest way
the way
to ensure
avoid.
someone doesn't come into your fucking house. I mean that's literally what they were, or put a pack of 22 next to the mattress. I don't know.
God.
Like.
Next to the date night mattress in
Yeah,
the living room.
I don't know,
Where's
man.
your 22?
I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, as far as the first story, I mean, moral of the story, I guess, when you see the red flags, run the fuck away.
If
Jesus
he's
Christ.
taping your hair to a piece of paper and putting it in his wall, goodbye.
Yeah, or going out into the wood. Like, every sentence on this story was a fucking red flag. Like, the woods, piece of my hair.
Twinkle.
Yeah, twinkle. I can't. Like, I
We
couldn't
have to
with
Google
that.
this and see what this is.
God bless.
God bless. Right. You ain't kidding.
My God.
Well, they're definitely slobs.
Don't let this discourage you from sending in your stories, though, because we really enjoy reading these.
They're amazing. We're just giving productive advice
We're
based
just
on it.
trying to, like, guys, red flags, run, and always lock your doors.
Yes.
This has been a message from your Slobs.
Lock your doors. Hide your kids.
Exactly.
Hide your wife.
Kids, hide your wife. That's right. So
Anyways.
this week we have to come clean. We actually gave a little fib last week, and we told you we were giving you the first episode we ever did. It's kind of a half fib, right?
It was like a half chub.
It was
chub.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we gave you what was the start of our very first episode.
But we didn't give the ending.
We didn't give you the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening, we went to go get sushi. We talked about sushi. And then after an hour and 15 minutes, we found ourselves talking about every other type of food that we enjoy to eat with our recommendations and what's got good pizza and who's got good beef and who's got good hot dogs, everything else under the sun.
Fries.
Yeah, we
covered all.
We derailed hardcore on strictly food.
Yeah.
So today we're literally going to present to you the remainder of that very first episode. So this is like a continuation.
Part 2-ish?
Yeah, part 2-ish, yeah. But it's kind of its own standalone thing because we're done talking about sushi. We're down to talk about American food now. And
we're talking about Chicago-ish.
Chicago staples-ish.
No, not even Chicago, because a lot of this stuff is not even in Chicago that we're talking about.
True.
Chicago suburbs / Chicago
surrounding
food.
areas.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I know I'm going to give this disclaimer really quick. I know in this episode I forget to talk about Golden Crust Pizza, and that is
okay. She's distraught.
That is a top notch there.
She's distraught.
So,
and you're gonna you might hear us again.
And that is in Chicago.
Right. You may hear us talk again about how we're not the age we are currently, but again, this is a throwback episode from last year. The remainder of the very first episode we ever did.
Yes.
Talking about food because we're slobs.
Yeah. And we do slobbish things.
That's right. So we'll hand it over to ourselves.
Oh, I forgot. That's all right.
But anyway, going back to the food stuff. So as a Chicago native, I only grew up in the city and was out there until I was in 4th grade.
Yeah, he's lame.
I'm lame. Yeah, of course. But Kaylee's been there all her life. But I still go back for the food because it's what I grew up on, and she's obviously an advocate of the food because that's how we bond, and
it's our family's meeting place.
Exactly, at anywhere doesn't matter.
It's actually sickening.
It is, absolutely is. All right, so I think I'm just gonna go down the line and be like, all right, main staples, beef, pizza, hot dog, burger. Can't be a fast food, can't be a chain, and it's like straight up one single. And then
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
What would I say?
We'll just go, and then you could do the same for me.
Okay.
So right out the gate, like any of these fucking tourists, they're like, oh yeah, gotta get a beef sandwich. When I go to Chicago, gotta go to Portillo's. Yeah, you get beef from Portillo's. All right, fuck off. Same with the hot dogs. Like, gotta get a true Chicago dog from Portillo's. Like, blow me. All right. For your beef, where's your beef joint? No judgment.
So that's like a really hard one.
It is.
I could tell you the places I don't like that everybody else likes.
Can we start with Portillo's?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat it.
Right. I mean, if you put enough cheese sauce on it, you're not mad.
Portillo's, if you're listening, your cheese sauce is on point. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. You can hand me a shoe filled with that, and I will eat it. I will eat it.
Not a slide, though.
No. It has to be a shoe.
But...
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but have you seen the big side they give you now? It's like a family cup.
I have.
My brother gets it for his burger.
Yeah, that's
it's a sexual act of nonsense.
Honestly, right now, I would say the best beef I've had in a while was at Babo's.
Babo's beef, really?
It was really, really good. I was surprised because I was not expecting it, and I.
When did you go?
I went in May.
Was Mike working?
Yes.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
That's why it was good.
But I got so much giardiniera. I asked for a lot of giardiniera, and it was so good. It really was a good beef. And I dipped it in cheese sauce.
Yeah. He surprised me because we were doing a table read 2 weeks ago, and he was like, hey, man, if you want anything, let me know. So he brought me a beef, and he was like, I made it the way it's supposed to be made.
Yeah, it was dipped. It was dipped. It wasn't this thing was dipped. It wasn't a little dipped.
But it's not even, it's where he grabs the beef from. If you don't grab it from the bottom and from the front, it's where all the shred. If you hear Garrett talk about a beef, it's all the shreds and all the seasonings and all the.
Right.
You got to stir that gravy, and he stirs that thing up so everything's equally dispersed. Because all day that stuff's just settling to the bottom.
Right. Exactly.
Right. So all the goods are sitting at the bottom. If you grab it off the top, it's just like roast beef.
Right.
It ain't Italian beef anymore.
I actually think the best I've had in a while is Babo's.
Babo's, all right.
I really liked it the other day when I got. Well, not the other day, but the last time I got it, because I don't like I don't like Mr. Beef, even though that's like a big
Yeah,
popular one.
that was always the party
It's
beef.
dry to me. It's
Yeah?
just dry. It's bland to me personally.
But again, maybe they're just not stirring it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Because when we get it for our part, that we catered Mr. Beef for every party growing up ever, and it's like they give you the whole jar of stuff, so it's like it's fresh, it's all equally distributed. You throw it in a crock pot,
Yeah.
and maybe that's why everybody likes it because it's prepared that way.
Well, like I will say, Portillo's beef as a party beef is better than
absolutely.
if you just go to the restaurant and just order a beef sandwich.
Right.
Then I like it actually.
Also,
Same with Sorelli's beef.
I've never had Sorelli's.
Oh, dude, they used
Where
to
are
have
they
good
at?
beef. It's by like North Avenue.
Okay,
They were pretty good.
and that's
But it's a
number
catered.
two, or
It's
what?
a catered.
Oh,
yeah,
catered. Gotcha.
Like catering party beef. They're like I
Okay.
think they're number one for me.
Interesting. Have you had because you're talking about catering and Portillo's? Have you had Portillo's meatballs?
Yes, at your
Dude.
house.
When I got them? Oh
At-
yeah.
For New Year's Eve, I think.
That's right. That's
They
right.
were phenomenal.
They're excellent, and they're like softball size.
Yes, they were.
They're not
really
all
good.
crumbly and like. So Portillo's, you got some stuff right. There's no doubt about it. I just hate how you've become the
I
poster
hate their
child
chicken
for the
now.
beef.
I hate their chicken now.
Like the sandwich.
Like
Or
their grilled chicken. It used
Oh,
to be
it's
really
no
good.
good?
It's not good anymore.
it's not up to the Kaylee standard. Portillo's, you better be listening.
I'm
They're
really
not
picky
listening.
though.
They're probably
I'm
not
picky.
listening. All right, so we got Bobo's. I gotta go with Johnny's. Just hands
Oh.
down, always. And like I know if you're from around here, that's kind of a cliche thing to say, but
Right.
and I have the one in Arlington Heights down the street, so it's like
It's not. Is it the
you
same?
get it. No, I'm gonna go out and say it's not. It's just not. Especially if you got the wrong crew. Do not go there on a Sunday. Anytime I go there, there's fat on the beef
Yeah.
that they just don't trim off, and you're getting these hunks of stuff that's not supposed to be on a sandwich.
Right.
They're definitely not stirring their shit on a Sunday. But if you go to the one in Elmwood Park, the OG, that is where you get yourself the true Johnny's beef. Hot peppers every time. You get the tamale, and I even get a hot dog on the side because
Dude.
their hot dogs plain are just like the saltiest little lightning sticks. Like,
Oh,
and their
my God.
fries, like they're like one of the only places that still has like McDonald's cut fries that isn't McDonald's.
Right.
Like where they're good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You get them where they're nice and crispy. Like when you get a Johnny's on an on day, you know what I'm saying? Which sucks to say, but like when it's on, it's just like I'd eat it every day.
Right.
But,
when
you got to gamble sometimes.
Exactly.
And that's what sucks.
the consistency is the most
Yeah.
important thing.
I'm all about it. So as far as all right, so beefs, we got Bobo's and we got Johnny's. Both very good. I no qualms there. This isn't going to be like our pizza discussion where you don't like Little Caesars, but that's not my all-time pizza. Actually,
Oh.
for pizza we got to break this up into thin
Yeah,
crust.
pizza is like
And
pizza is,
pizza is-
extensive.
Yeah, pizza
Like-
almost has its own show.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. I could probably do a whole show
Pizza
on
is
that.
like my soul. I
Yeah.
think pizza is my favorite food.
It's a way of life, no doubt. Because there's pan, there's deep dish, there's stuffed,
Right.
there's thin crust. Like there's so many different options to get. And when everyone thinks fucking Chicago,
Is known for their like
the deep dish.
Yeah,
You
I don't
gotta
know
get
why.
Giordano's.
whenever I go on a vacation, the last thing I eat before I leave is pizza,
good pizza?
thin crust pizza.
Dude, that's
because
smart.
I know when I'm gone, they're gonna show me some like pizza that's like Sbarro,
Right.
and say that that's pizza.
Yeah, but like you gotta admit, you never got down on a sloppy Sbarro?
No, yeah, I like Sbarro
Yeah.
for Sbarro, but like when I say I want pizza, I want an extra thin, a crispy crust
Right.
pizza.
And in your opinion, would that not be truer to the Chicago flavor?
That is Chicago
Right.
pizza.
So
Chicago
I-
pizza is not Lou Malnati's. It's not
No,
Giordano's.
No,
it's not.
It's garbage. That's
Yeah,
shit.
Gino's East.
No, I will eat Little Caesars before eating that.
Yeah,
I absolutely will.
But I do love Lou's. I'm a Lou's girl.
Do you get because you get like the butter crust. and all
Yeah,
that.
dude, you got to get a
I'll
butter
eat-
crust.
listen,
like
I'll eat it.
garlic, spinach, sausage,
You're
crumbles
talking my
from
language,
Lou's.
yeah. But you know me, I go
butter
like
crust.
spinach, garlic, chicken, ricotta.
Of course. Then you throw me
like,
all
you
off.
just get you crazy. That's where me and Tony go.
I know. My husband loves
Yeah.
ricotta, garlic, and chicken.
I could just eat a pile of that. Those
Yeah.
three ingredients mixed together. It doesn't even have to be on a pizza. Give it to me in that shoe again with the Portillo's cheese. I'll eat it out of that shoe.
Right, keto.
Keto. Yeah, exactly. Pretty sure that cheese is keto. I'm gonna have to write Portillo's corporate, see if
Right.
that agrees with my diet. So yeah, so pizza. So we're in the agreement. Thin crust is true Chicago.
I believe
Like
so.
to know where that real good paper thin, cracker crispy. So where are you like, yo, all time best thin? Like this is no hands down. If this place closes, I got to rethink my life.
Okay, so I actually have two, and I know I'm
Okay.
not supposed
No,
to.
that's I have two.
But I have two. My two favorite pizzas is Nancy's and Golf Mill.
They're thin. Is
They're
really
thin.
your
Is
really
one of my favorites.
That's a chain though, isn't it?
They're a franchise which they
Okay,
started.
all right.
This is the OG Nancy's.
I'll accept it.
Okay, this is the one on Milwaukee or whatever over there that I go to every Friday.
Right.
And then my second would have to be Barnaby's.
Oh yeah, and they last 2 years they closed this Barnaby's
But
right
like
down
the
the
one
block
that's in
on Toohey.
the suburb, which is not a Chicago place.
Where's the one you're
technically.
at?
The
Or
one
that you have?
by I don't know, Forest Glen. No, what is it?
Because the only other one I know
It's
of is
technically
down
not Chicago.
Rand.
Neither of them are technically Chicago, but those are my two favorite pizzas. And then my favorite technical Chicago one would be Papa Joe's, which is like by my parents' house where I grew up.
And
That was where we
that's more
always
thin crust.
Yes.
Papa Joe's.
Papa Joe's.
Well, I haven't had Papa Joe's yet.
I don't know. You're not cool, I guess.
Probably not. So there's a Barnaby's in Northbrook. There's a Barnaby's in Niles. And
Niles.
there's one.
Niles.
Okay.
Niles is the OG one.
And the one at Arlington Heights still is on Rand. So there's only 3 locations.
Yeah.
And it's technically not a franchise, or it's not a chain. But it's, yeah. So you like the ones where there's multiple locations. In case you're out and about in Northbrook,
Well,
you got to get your Barnaby's.
you know
fixed.
what? I don't know if it's just because those were like the childhood ones. Like when I was a kid, we would always go to Barnaby's.
I get it.
But then there's like Dino's. I love a good Dino's.
Yeah, Dino's. See, you want to talk about childhood.
Yeah,
We have
right.
a lot of
Exactly.
birthday parties at
Same.
Dino's.
Dino's was a big thing. So
they're
it's like
they're on what, Harlem and
Higgins.
Yeah. Oh my, right by Sleezer's.
Yeah. and the Taco Burrito King.
And the only good Taco Burrito King. I don't give a shit what anybody
disagree.
says. They're all different.
I
They all taste
disagree.
different. The one down the block from me here,
Horrible.
awful, awful. They give you that
Elbow.
burrito that's just like a sock filled with that orange juice. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's so bad. All right, so you got a couple things. You got a couple options.
Yeah, I know. Those are, but like, okay, so Papa Joe's is my favorite Chicago.
Okay.
Like technically
Like
true
Chicago address.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
But then my other two favorites would be Nancy's in Niles and
Right.
Barnaby's in Niles. So
Suburb
Niles doesn't
on
have a
Star.
lot going on, but they have
But
really
they
good
got,
pizza.
Right. Yeah, because their mall sucks.
Yeah, right.
Have
Golf
you been,
Mill
have you been
should
to
be
Golf
knocked
Mill
down.
lately? Yeah, it's
Right.
it's
There's
a
like
ghost town.
one store.
Turn it into an
Target.
amusement park.
Right.
Like, we could use an amusement park here. I don't want to go all the way to Six Flags.
Exactly.
All right, so then thick. And describe what, because again, there's pan, there's deep dish, there's stuffed. You know, there's like Detroit style. There's all sorts of insanity when it comes to thick pizzas.
I think I would either say, okay, Nancy's on a good day, their stuffed pizza is great.
I do enjoy their stuffed.
Like on a good day though, because
Yeah.
there is days that it is not good. Like it's not on point. But if it's on a good day, theirs is probably my favorite. But I also, like I said, I am a Lou's girl. I do like
On
Lou's.
the regular though? Like even before Nancy's?
Yeah.
Really?
I like Lou's.
Oh man, I didn't realize you fell with that stereotype.
Yes.
I don't know if we
am.
could be friends.
But you know what though? Like I think too, because my husband hates Lou's. Like he hates
Rightfully
pizza
so.
like
That's how
that.
you know we're related.
Yeah. Like it's like a treat for me when I like that's like a thing. Like I'm like, okay, he's at work and it's raining and I never just sit and watch TV, so I'm gonna watch Freddy Krueger and eat and order myself a Illuminati's.
It's raining. I'm gonna put in a Harry Potter.
No,
and
definitely
go
not Harry Potter. No, I'm definitely like Freddy Krueger or
Freddy
Real
Krueger and Za.
Housewives.
That's the.
You know.
Oh my god. All right, we'll have to do movies. That's another topic.
So that's my that's. I know it's
All right,
like
so Lou's
kinda lame.
and or Nancy's. It makes sense, I guess.
I mean,
don't know.
Nancy's is my favorite if it's on a great day. But it
So
just
all
depends.
around, if like Nancy's was the last place standing, you're covered.
I would be happy.
Yeah.
I love their breaded zucchini. I love their wings. I love their ranch. I love their
especially
garlic.
like their focaccia bread.
Yes.
They used to have that salad, that kick-ass
I know,
salad
that
bar.
salad
and
bar.
for like $10, you go up there and eat yourself stupid.
It was so good.
With
I
their
mean,
focaccia bread.
literally during COVID, we used to take dates, me and Tony, to Nancy's, and we would order our pizza over the phone, and we would eat in the car.
Why wouldn't you eat in the restaurant?
Because we couldn't.
Oh, they
because it was
weren't one of those
closed during quarantine.
See, some of those places though, and I guess you had to be Chicago proper to know.
Yeah.
Like They were like, nah, fuck that. Come on in. Like,
Yeah.
we got bed sheets over the windows. You want to come in and have a beer? Like, come on in. You're good.
Yeah, no. And then towards the end of quarantine, when it started to get like nicer out, Fred and Marissa, the owners of Nancy's, would literally have one table set up outside near their front door, and they would serve us from outside with masks on.
Just you, or would they?
Just us.
Because they knew you were coming.
Yeah, they knew. Like every
Friday,
Friday we
yeah.
were gonna be there, and then we would just like eat outside. And I was like, this. They literally always talk about it too when we go there. They're like, you guys even came through quarantine. We're like,
yeah,
we're dedicated. We're a dedicated group.
I mean, while I was eating Little Caesars,
Yeah, right.
But I like Little Caesars.
Oven pizza. Dude, a Jack's though? Like a
Yeah,
Jack's
I mean,
oven
come on.
pizza? Or like
but
a Tombstone?
I was gonna say my favorite all time. I think I have one sitting in my deep freezer right now, and you can't find them everywhere. The Tombstone garlic bread pizza.
Oh yeah.
Those
are good. Those are
unbelievable. There, you could see the pieces of like it's probably not real garlic. It's like soy with like garlic flavoring.
Salt.
Yeah,
Yeah. They just sprinkled
but you
it
could
on.
see like these little chunkies on there. You're
Yeah.
like, that's supposed to be the quote unquote garlic, and they're just so garlicky.
And it's phenomenal.
It is. You reek afterwards, but they're so good.
I don't know if you remember this. You came over one time. We were both drunk, and I made
You and me?
yeah.
No, that
shocker,
doesn't
right?
happen. That's
It was me, you,
weird.
and Tone. We were in my dining room, and I made like oven pizza, and because
We were wasted.
we were wasted, yeah. And it was the day you ate the dog food at Jesse's.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So
All right, well let's clarify. You say it like I sat there with a bowl of dog food. We were all let me clear my good fucking name here, okay? We were standing around in a garage, first of all, okay?
like
It was
we're
me- it was
30.
you, me- yeah.
We're in our 30s.
It was you, me, John Koss, and
Jesse, and
Tone.
Tone.
The Tonesta.
Yeah.
So we're all standing around, and who initiated it? It had to have been Jesse,
Jesse, who is a vegetarian.
who was a vegetarian, and was like, yeah, I've tried dog food before. It doesn't taste that bad. And I was like, all right, well, if she had, like, Jesse's not the lying type. Like,
No.
yeah, like if she lied, I could probably look right through her like a plate
Right.
glass window. Like, I could see right through that shit. But I believe she was just like, yeah, it's not that bad. Like, I've tried it before. For some reason, I didn't ask any questions past that. I was like, oh, if Jesse tried it, it can't be bad. She's still living.
And she's a
alive,
vegetarian.
And she's a vegetarian. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, let me see one of those. They were like a little, it was like a,
There's a little
it
kernel.
was a little like treat. It wasn't even like, yeah.
Yeah. it was
So
a
I
little
like
guy.
bite a little nugget off the side of this thing, and the only thing I can like compare it to.
I have it videoed. I actually
Do
have
you?
it. Yeah. So if we ever start like an Instagram or something.
No, I might
have to
I might
share it.
upload these to YouTube and just put like a picture over them.
Yeah. There we go. That'll be the
Literally,
video.
there's a camera filming us right now. I have it set up
No.
in a spot you don't actually know about. So if this goes well, yeah,
Get outta here.
We'll put a video up. So anyway,
Oh
we,
my God. I'll
yeah.
kill you.
It's definitely not behind the drum set.
Oh my God. You're such a creep.
No, so I took a little nibble of this thing because I was like, yeah, what's this all about? And it just tasted like crunchy cardboard. Like it tasted
It
the way
tasted like the
cardboard
wasabi.
smells. No, I might have liked the dog treat better, to be honest with you.
Well, there you go.
But it tasted the way cardboard smells. You know what I'm saying? It's very bland. There's nothing to it. And I'm like, yo, no shit. Why you put a bowl of this stuff in front of a dog? And they're like, dude, hand me some of that bacon.
Yeah,
like, I
right.
don't want,
Right.
give me whatever's on your plate. Like, I wouldn't want to eat that shit either.
Right. I treat my dogs very well. They eat all the people food.
Well, whether or not that's treating them well, their doctor bill's got to be
They're only slightly overweight.
right. Yeah, just slightly. Yeah, on the border.
Yeah, right. They're borderline diabetic.
So all right, back to what we were actually talking about.
Right.
We went from pizza to dog food. What the hell's wrong with us?
So wait, what's your top pizzas?
So for me, all right, I'm gonna do
Thin
what you
crust.
did. Thin crust. I got 2 places.
Okay.
So all time, like in my opinion, just like the thinnest, crispiest, crackery crust, just hands down, in your mouth. You've been to Coletti's, right?
Oh yeah.
Dude, Coletti's pizza, and by far the best. I know it's not pizza, but by far the best old fashioned I've ever had.
Really?
Yes. Have you ever had Luxardo cherries?
No.
Oh my God, they're imported from Italy. They're
Oh.
like these little, like for a jar, it's like $24.
Jesus.
You get like 30 cherries in there. They're unbelievable. They come in this dark red. They almost look black. But
Oh,
like the
okay.
syrup they're sitting in. And when you chew into them, they have the texture of like a gummy bear. But they do something to them. I don't know what the hell they do overseas. It's probably not good for us,
Yeah.
but like it tastes good. But yeah, they got Luxardo cherries, and I require that in an old fashioned. And just the flavor of it, the way they prepare it. I had 3 old fashions last time I was there, and I was on my ass.
Damn.
It was excellent. But their thin crust specifically, it's just the crispiest, the absolute thinnest pizza I've ever seen in my life.
I agree, actually. I do agree, but I feel like they're another one that's like a hit or miss.
Right, their consistency. That's the thing.
Because I've had amazing pizza from Claudia's, and I've had really, really shitty.
And I've
pizza.
heard horror stories,
Yeah.
but I haven't run into a bad time yet.
Oh, then
which,
you're lucky.
Which scares me because I'm running out my luck at this point.
Right, yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
go
happen.
there, yeah.
You're gonna be really PO'd
I'm
when you
gonna
make
be
that
pissed,
30-minute
yeah.
drive to the city to eat at Coletti's.
Right. And then like just because we're out here, like the thin crust at you've had Joe's Pizza, obviously in
Yes.
Wheeling. Joe's Pizza in Wheeling is just like, it reminds me of like, I don't know, I want to say like the way Frank's used to taste.
Right.
I don't know if my mind's just playing tricks on me, but I know Frank's was a staple when we lived in the city. But like Joe's just for some reason, but that's another one because you'll get it where it's really oregano-y one night. You'll get it where there's not enough sauce. Like, but when it's on 7 out of the 10 times,
It's on.
It's on.
Yeah.
And they give you those big ass steak fries, deep fried to perfection, with that. Oh God, it's incredible. The bacon thin crust is just the hill. It's excellent.
Dang.
And as far as thick, I like already.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
Go ahead.
You know
say
where I'm
it.
going? You can
Pequods.
either go downtown Chicago, or you can go to Morton Grove, which is closer to me, and you get yourself a Pequod's pan pizza. It's my buddy.
I've still never had it.
That's bullshit. I brought to your house that one night.
I don't think I ate. I think I drank.
Yes, you did. It was the night we had game night.
But I'm pretty sure I drank and didn't eat.
Well, then guess
that's
what?
usually
we're
what
gonna have a
happens.
Pequod's episode. We're doing
Here we go.
We're doing sushi 2.0, and then we're gonna do Pequod's
Pequod's.
1.0.
Yeah.
Because evidently,
pretty sure
I went all the way to Morton Grove
pretty-
and then drove to Chicago to get that pizza.
I'm serious. I'm pretty sure I just drank that day.
Oh no, dude, it was so good. And I was only introduced to it about, I don't know, I'm 33 now. It was probably 10 years ago ish by my buddy Mike Shimp, and he was like, "Dude, this is the place." And I had it for the first time, and I'm like, "Why they burn their crust? What the hell? Like, this is burnt. I don't get it." And
Right.
it tastes awful. And then like a week later, I'm like, "Dude, you don't have a taste for that burnt caramelized crust." So what they do, for those of you who don't know, and for Kaylee, who I brought it to but didn't
I've
eat it.
seen it. I'm pretty sure I've had it, but I don't remember it.
Oh,
if I
you,
did,
you would have remembered it then.
because I was drunk.
So good.
Now, do you drink and eat, or do you just
Hell no. When I'm going to a place that I'm like infatuated with, it's strictly a sober
Eating.
journey.
Right, same.
You,
I don't
because
like
I'm there
to, like-
do that. I might drink after.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Lay out a good base meal at a real good
See,
place.
I'm
but-
the opposite. I never lay a base meal. That's why I get so drunk so fast.
I mean, I would explain a lot. I would explain a lot.
Because I'm always like, after the fact, I'm like, wait, I didn't eat. I'm starving.
That's by that time she's in the front seat with no seatbelt on, turned around to all of us in the back seat, yelling whatever's on the radio
Yeah,
while Tony's
singing.
trying to drive straight down the highway.
and I'm like, and I have the light on.
Right, and the lights on, and he keeps turning it down, and she keeps turning it up and yelling at him.
Pretty much.
But it's always a good time. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Pequod's takes their cheese and their pan pizza, they make it in this huge pan, obviously, and they basically just make the cheese out of their crust, or they make the crust out of their cheese, and they burn it. It caramelizes, and it's like this deep brown, delicious color.
That sounds.
You
I mean,
you
it's
literally
not-
get through the slice to get to the end. Like
Right.
it's just
You
like
just
a big
wanna-
juicy breadstick at the end that's made out of cheese. It's phenomenal. I don't know how else to describe it.
I
I'm
mean,
salivating. We
it
probably
sounds-
shouldn't have done this one hungry.
yeah, right. I agree. I mean, it doesn't sound bad. I'm not mad about it. I like all of the above.
Right. I promise you it's I mean it's my top.
It's on point.
Yeah. Even if I'm feeling thin crust, I'm like I could deal with the Pequod's for sure.
All right.
I have had their thin crust, which is not bad as well, but
Mm-hmm.
like the sauce on their pan is just unmatched. All right, so moving forward here, we spent enough time on pizza and
I know, right? These people are gonna
Beefs.
be bored of us.
And how about beef pizza? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I love a good Italian beef
That's what I'm saying.
giardiniera
Hot
pizza.
giardiniera, and you got to go garlic.
My favorite is Dino's.
Oh,
beef.
with the but you know what? Thank you, Brittany. Their BLT pizza.
Oh, I know.
It's
Their BLT.
insane.
I mean, come on.
It's absolutely insane.
That's like a whole nother topic
And
of
I've-
life.
I've-
That's not even a real thing.
Right. That's another episode.
It should be allowed to be like, that shouldn't even be legal.
Yeah.
Because I could sit there and eat the whole damn thing.
Right. And I've had it at other places. I'll see
It's
it on the menu.
never good.
And I'm like, oh yeah, BLT pizza. This is exactly what I want right now.
Nope.
And it pales in comparison. Doesn't match a pimple on Dino's ass
Yeah.
as far as quality. It just doesn't. Dino's perfected that one.
Yeah, they did.
But-
The only thing is, I will say, is it sucks because it's not as great the next day.
Oh, it's not.
No, because there's no way to heat it up. And that's part of what is so good about it to me is like it's crispy. I mean, it's crispy still.
Well, you also have mayo on it, so
Right.
it gets kind of weird. You
So it's
do have
like
to eat it fresh.
You have to eat it there.
Right.
And you have to like finish it. And if you bring it home, you're going to be like a little pissed off.
Now, how does that play into your Nancy's? How's Nancy's leftover?
Oh, dude. Nancy's, you throw it in the air fryer the next day. Whew.
Can you eat it cold?
Yeah.
Do you like cold pizza?
I do.
I love cold pizza.
I'm that's like part of the factors of it. Like, can I eat this cold at
Yeah.
2 a.m.?
I agree.
After I've left and I've now had 3 drinks and I'm like, where's the food again?
Right. And
Where's my
especially
post
then, 'cause
dinner?
By then you're at slob maximum capacity,
Right.
maximum slobbage
Yeah.
at that point, and you're like,
Exactly.
I don't care what. Where's that shoe filled with the Portillos? Like, I'm down. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
where's that Taco Bell?
Yeah, well, yeah. That's when the Taco Bell comes in.
Yeah.
So the next food in line we have is hot dogs, and again, this is a big debate in the Chicagoland area. I just
Oh,
bit my
yeah.
tongue. You'll probably hear it in the recording.
Ooh, ow. That's not fun.
So, hot dogs. Typically, when you go get a hot dog, are you a plain girl or do you have everything on it?
I'm like the worst Chicagoan.
You get a plain or you dip it in, you probably dip it in ketchup.
I get ketchup and pickle.
Oh my god, yeah, you are the worst.
No, but
I don't get like
No.
I like to get like that sometimes, but like I don't like people who like really. No, that's not
Yeah,
that's not
right.
a hot dog.
like I always joke when I go to Gene and Jude's that like people that sneak in ketchup because I do that.
Yeah, because there's the McDonald's right next
Right,
door.
exactly.
And
I
they're like for McDonald's patrons it's free, but for Gene and Jude's customers it's 10 cents a packet.
Yeah, right. How do they
I'm
know?
like, yeah, I'm like, yo,
Like I just want a large Coke.
Yeah,
and,
I was
a
just in the-
6 packets of ketchup.
right, 30 packets of ketchup.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I don't know if you're in a drive-through and they're putting it in your bag. Fuck them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're ketchup and pickle.
Or it depends on where it's at. If it's like Gene and Jude's, it's everything.
You gotta do okay. So you do the everything.
But if it's like, I don't know, depending on a place.
All right. So
usually
wait, where's
ketchup
your
and pickle.
place?
My favorite.
Yeah,
I mean, I love.
you're jonesing for a hot dog.
I love a Gene and Jude's. I don't like their fries though, which is an unpopular opinion.
No, because I was just about to say
My favorite fries are probably Parky's.
Oh, we're going fries too. I'm gonna put that down. All right, fries.
Because they're shoestring fresh cuts.
Right, and they're fresh cuts.
So it's like you can't get much better
Right, you
than
get
life
you get the
than
best
that.
cut of fry with the best way of preparing them. I totally understand.
Yeah, I like just the. I'm basic. I think I just like a Gene and Jude's.
Gene and Jude's is easy. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm like it doesn't take much to
Yeah.
doesn't take much to tickle me in that area.
Like I'm not a huge Superdog fan. I like their burgers.
right.
But their
I was
hot
gonna
dog-
say. Yeah, see, you already skipped ahead because that's my favorite burger.
Oh yeah, same.
That's my favorite
Me
burger.
too. Grilled
Well,
onions.
It's
Oh.
it's up there. I'm gonna wait till because burger I have like 6.
See, I'm not a huge burger person
Oh, I love burgers.
because it's just like too meaty. That's
mean,
why I like. That's why I like theirs.
I
'cause
love
they're thin.
burgers, but not as much as the rest of my family.
Yeah, right.
For some reason,
they're like nuts. Like,
yeah,
Vin, my brother-in-law.
yeah,
He eats a burger everywhere he goes.
yeah. He's the guy who you could be like, yo, what do you think about that
yeah,
burger?
right.
And he'd be like, hey, dude, you know what? They got a pretty good burger.
Right.
Like he'll take that first bite. You'll see his face making that analysis, and you'll know in a couple seconds.
It takes him like 10 seconds, and he's like, "Oh,
Right. He
good
throws
burger."
it. He throws it through the
Yeah.
analyzer. He throws it through the computer and it spits out the result. It's like pretty good burger or it's kind of shitty. Like,
Right, exactly. He's
but
a
I've
very
never-
good judge of
I've
burgers.
never seen him say he doesn't like a cheeseburger.
I know, though.
So
That's
I don't
the
know.
problem. He's always like, "Yeah, it's not bad."
Yeah.
Like, no, it's like kind of like a BJ. You know,
Yeah.
burgers for him,
Yeah.
it's like a BJ.
Right.
They're
yeah,
all that.
Yeah, you're like, you still got
Even
one.
even if they're not that good, they're good. You know?
Did you finish?
Yeah,
nah,
right.
Here, you want leftovers of my burger?
Oh God. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, whoever's listening. Grandma.
Yeah. Oh man. But
Bonarma.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go Gene and Jude's
All right. Well,
with Parky's fries.
yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do a little gangbang on this one. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
That's
gonna
fine.
double
That's
downs.
fine. See, and this is gonna be super unpopular because I don't think you've ever had it, and I don't even know if they're open anymore because they moved twice now. There
is
was
it that Harlow?
no. Well,
Oh.
no. Harlow's good. Well, I don't know. We're still talking about hot dogs.
Yeah, who's your
so,
hot dog?
So for hot dogs, again, I have to agree, G and Jude's.
Okay.
It's like quick, it's simple, it's cheap. It's like the old school, quote unquote, like depression dog.
It's thin. It's got the snap.
Right. Exactly.
And
and it's not
it's never not good.
right. It's
They're
not
hot
Chicago
dogs.
style either. For anybody
Right.
listening who thinks like we're talking Chicago style, no, it's literally just mustard, relish, and onion, and that's it. And then you get the sport pepper.
Yeah,
like
you get
I
the
always
pepper.
you got to get the sport pepper. But there's no like celery salt. There's no like honking like cucumbers or tomatoes. Like the way like Vienna dresses up a Chicago quote unquote dog in their advertisements. There's like 19 different ingredients on there, and I've had a dog like that, and it's good. But it's
I
like
eat those at home. Like
Right.
if we're eating hot dogs at home, like I'll have the celery salt. I'll have
yes,
all the relish.
some fresh cucumber. I totally get it. I agree. But like when I just want like that, I don't know. And again, we grew up on it, so it's like a taste of nostalgia always.
Right.
But as far as
Yeah, that was like a summer staple. Go in the car, load up the
Yeah.
car. We're gonna go to Gene and Jude's on a Saturday night after like 19 baseball games, and
right.
we're gonna just eat dinner there.
Right. But as far as like if you want the same type of dog, like I hate to say it because it's out here in the burbs, but right there on Rand Red Hots. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, Rand's is good.
Same. I mean, he owns Bobo's, so like,
Yeah.
the guy's got to know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
They actually Bobo's. I mean, Bobo's has a good hot dog
Yeah.
too. But
Absolutely.
all-time fave.
Their fries are a little bit more crispy than
Yes.
Gene and Jude's, and that's why.
I,
But
yeah.
the dog, for some, Gene and Jude's just has the dog. I don't know what it is. If
I
it's the
agree.
snap, if it's the ingredients, how it's prepared. You'll never get like a crusty bun. Like that's the thing. You go to some of these joints and you'll get one of those buns, like where it's just like it feels like your heel. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like it's just
Right, I
It's
was like,
not all
why?
steamed
Why?
and fluffy. Like it's got to be.
Get rid of it.
It's got right. Throw that thing out. Get it out of here.
Day old bread, no
yeah,
way.
feed that to the dog.
Right.
Like, that's a different pile. That's not for consumption. That's not for
Yes.
human consumption.
I agree.
I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, so for hot dog, yeah, that was easy. G and Jude's
Yeah.
just has it.
They
Has the
win.
dog. But again, if we're gonna cross into Burger Town, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've had the dog. I've had the taste of the dog from Super Dog.
Yes.
Not that I've ever gone in there and ordered one because their frickin' cheeseburger is just like paper thin, just flat top. I don't know
how
what
do
to
you
even
get it done?
Oh my god! It's just, and then they put relish and chopped onion.
Dude.
It's like all the shit that belongs on a hot dog on your cheeseburger.
They have.
It's
I
incredible.
agree. They have the best
Their-
cheeseburgers.
Their burgers, but now here's the thing, because I have like 19 other burger places where I'm like, here's the
so
problem.
wait, hold on. Do you like their grilled onions from Superdog? 'Cause
Absolutely,
I love them.
Absolutely, yeah, because they're chopped grilled onions.
They're like-
where the hell else do you get chopped grilled onions? I'm sure it's somewhere, but I haven't been there. or
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it. To have chopped grilled onions, it's a totally different ball game.
It's so good. They
And
have,
by the time they serve it to you, the juice and everything just like makes that.
the bun
bun
is
a part
so
of
like
everything?
it's like falling apart.
It
You
is.
have to. You definitely have to two-hand that.
Yeah.
Oh, for
You
sure.
got a Chicago stance, that one, where you're just
Yes.
leaning over the counter.
Yeah.
And their fries are like not crinkle cut, fresh cut.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I don't
mine.
know what they fry them in, but they're always crispy. They're little just nubbies.
The only
You'll never
thing-
get like a big honking fry either.
No. The only thing I don't understand about them is that green tomato.
Yeah, it's more just like.
Is it just like a staple?
It's like tradition.
Like
at
I
this
kind of
point.
feel bad that they
Nobody-
waste that
my-
much money on
No,
them.
but you know what? While my grandma was still here, she would hate everybody. she'd be in the corner just with a pile of these green tomatoes. Yeah, she was just gumming them up.
I've
She
literally
loved them.
never seen somebody eat the
Yeah,
tomato.
they're so good. That's the first thing that goes. Those are the ones I throw out the window.
Yeah,
as
I'm like, ew, I
yeah.
don't want this. Why?
I'm not a tomato. I'm not like a raw tomato fan to begin with.
Oh, I like tomatoes, but I definitely don't understand that.
No, I'm like with my background, I love marinara. Obviously,
Yeah.
I love ketchup. But like to have the only time I'll eat a tomato in the raw like that is if it's paper thin on a cheeseburger. But
Yeah.
it's got to be paid. When someone gives me like a half-inch cut tomato,
no.
I'm like, who hurt you, dude? Like, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
Like, who are you really mad at? You know what I mean? Like, it's not me. Cut this thing in 4 more pieces.
Right. Then we'll talk.
Right. Then I'll talk about it. But yeah, so burgers, I guess I'll go first because I already started. So, Super Dog's definitely up there.
Right.
But then you have like different calibers of burgers. Because
Yes.
then you've got like your gourmet burgers and these places that are putting crazy shit in there, like Kuma's. You've been to Kuma's?
I do love Kuma's.
Kuma's is insane.
I do.
Like, and it's like a different. When I want a burger, I have to ask myself what kind of burger, because I might not be feeling Super Dog on a day I'm feeling
Right.
Kuma's. Because I go there and I get the sour vein. You ever had that one?
I don't know.
It comes with the beef patty. It comes with the burger patty. It comes with a Belgian waffle, a piece of
God
chicken,
bless.
cheddar cheese, bacon, like this raspberry aioli sauce, some maple glaze. It's like breakfast and lunch just thrown on a bun.
So
And
you're
then-
eating brunch for dinner.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. It's
brunch
yeah,
and a burger.
Absolutely. If they serve mimosas, I'd be in trouble. I'd be in white
He's
girl
like-
trouble for sure. Yeah.
You're living that basic life.
And then they always upsell you. They're like, you know what's really good if you get it on the burger is the fried egg.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, sign me up, dude. Charge me
Right.
the $4 for that one egg. I'm down. You know, if I don't walk out here paying $40 for a burger, did I even do it right?
Right. No.
And their stuff is like the fries. I know they cook their fries in like duck fat or duck oil or something like that.
Dude, their mac and cheese.
And and the mac
I
and
love.
cheese.
That's where I
Forget
get
it.
chicken and garlic mac
Yes,
and
that's
cheese
what I
from
do.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
My cousin Kyle, he when we would go, that's what he would get, and I was like, dude,
Right.
this is a game changer of life.
And the fact that they give you like you're like, hey, here's the menu of ingredients. You get 2 ingredients in any bowl of mac and cheese. Like,
I know.
and they bring you that dish, and you're like, I'm gonna slaughter that. No, there's
No.
always
Oh,
leftovers.
God, no.
I go home with leftovers every time.
It's so good. I
Oh.
could literally go there and just eat mac and
Yeah.
cheese though.
And I do. My white suburban ass doesn't even like mac and cheese.
oh, I know you're so.
I don't
weird.
even like mac, but there it's a totally. And the mac and cheese you made
That's
for
right.
what was it, Christmas?
My mac
That
and
was some
cheese
bomb ass
is
mac.
some bomb.
I don't know what you
mac
put
and
in
cheese.
there. Some crack cocaine or what?
It is
but
the best. I think I make the best mac
There were
and
like
cheese.
4 kinds of cheeses in there. To
No,
be fair,
there's like 12.
that's what I'm saying. You
I
just,
mean, it
it's-
goes. I
it's
go
not-
ham
yeah.
on the mac and cheese.
She goes cheese on the ham and
Yeah.
and ham on the cheese.
And my secret thing is that I put a mixture of breadcrumbs. No, not breadcrumbs. Normal people put breadcrumbs on their
normal
mac
people,
and cheese.
yeah, we're not normal people.
But I take Ritz crackers and I crush them, and I take Lay's potato chips, regular, and I crush them.
is that what was in there?
And then I cover it. I put it in butter in a pan and like fry it a little bit, and that's what I top my mac and cheese with.
I would have had no idea.
And a little bit of Parmesan shred, like the fresh shredded Parmesan on top. But no, the thing about mine is the Gouda. You have to use smoked
But
Gouda.
that's the one cheese I
Tastes
picked
like
out.
bacon.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, is there bacon in here? I'm like,
I
what am I
know.
getting that's smoky? You know, it's the Gouda.
Yeah.
And
You
for
gotta
me,
get
dude,
smoked Gouda.
Gouda is the other one that's catching my flavor profile these days is Munster white with like those
Yeah.
orange edges.
Yeah, it's got
Dude.
like orangey. Yeah.
Yeah, Munster has this melty factor that's just like unmatched. It's like it's like a sharper provolone almost, like,
Yeah.
and it melts so good on a burger, man.
I like all cheese, honestly. I even like blue cheese.
Do you like goat cheese though?
Yeah, like feta.
I
doesn't-
love feta. I have an unhealthy relationship with feta. I could
Dude,
just,
feta is goat cheese.
yeah, but not like no.
Yeah.
It's not.
It is.
No,
Look it up.
We're gonna have to look it up. We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. Is feta goat cheese?
It is.
Because goat cheese to me tastes like lavender or something. I don't know. It's got some off flavor.
I'm telling you.
Or that gorgonzola. What do they put in the Portillo salad?
Gorgonzola.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Dude, I love it. It's like blue cheese.
No.
It's like
and
blue
then blue
cheese.
cheese sucks my ass. No.
Dude, you
I
know what I
can't.
do randomly? It's really gross, but it's so good. I have to really be in the mood for it. I'll eat a piece of salami, like lunch meat salami, and I'll take crumbled blue cheese and I'll fold it in like a little wrap and I eat it. And it's so good.
Wait, what is it? I was too busy trying to
A
figure
piece
out.
of salami, lunch meat,
Okay,
and then I take the fresh blue cheese.
right.
I put it in the middle, and then I wrap all the edges, kind of like a Taco Bell.
The crunch wrap?
Yeah, kind of like
You
a
just make
crunch
your-
wrap,
you
and I just
make
eat
a
it.
deli crunch wrap.
It's so good.
I'm down. I mean, I'm not going to yuck on your yum. That
I'm
sounds
telling you,
excellent.
It's really good.
So this is what Google says, and it's got to be right?
I mean,
It says feta is a Greek type of cheese that mainly uses goat's milk.
okay, so it's like goat cheese.
Although sometimes feta cheese contains a mixture of both goat's milk and sheep's milk. A white cheese with small, compact curds. It ages in a brine, therefore has no rind. I don't know if that explained it, though. Goat cheese versus feta, how to eat goat and feta cheese. There's like directions on how to eat cheese. As if I'm not like, put it in my face.
You know what? For the longest time, I used to, when I would make mac and cheese with the Gouda, it has a rind.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you could eat it. I don't know if you, I still actually don't know to this day if you're supposed to or
Okay,
not.
so goat cheese is more spreadable.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought they were the same.
spread them. You know what I'm saying?
Spread them goats.
Spread them goats.
So there we go.
All right. Well,
Debate.
You
So
heard-
I
you
feel
heard
like
it here,
I
folks.
feel like we kind of both won.
yeah.
It was like,
Let's call it a
we'll
draw.
call it a
We'll
truce.
shake. You hear that? That's the crowd going nuts,
Woohoo.
shaking. Okay, so there's that, and then like I'll keep it to the top three because then there is Paradise Pup. Again, a place known for their dog, but in my opinion, their burger just trumps all.
Right.
They do one with it's just
They are
the one,
closed on Sundays.
Right. For those of you who are worried about the Tuesday sushi being closed, Paradise Pup is closed on Sundays, so don't go there because nobody's there. But I
have learned that the hard way.
For Paradise Pup.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Well, I'm glad to know you've been there.
I was hungover
because people just don't know about it.
and I had a taste for a burger, and I remember Anthony telling me they have the best burger. So I literally don't really ever have a taste for a burger, but I really was hungover. I wanted like greasy, sloppy
I'll get it done.
burger, and then I pulled up and then closed. I was like,
That's such an upset.
damn. I
That
was
is-
so pissed.
It's the worst. It's what you felt there is what I felt last Tuesday.
I know.
It's just a gut wrenching feeling, and that we both wasted that trip out there and had to backtrack basically where you live.
That's all right.
Like,
I listened to some oldies.
right. Turn on
good.
some Dolly.
Yeah,
it was
right.
all good. Yeah, no problem.
I was happy.
But because they got the Merck's cheese, and anywhere else I've had Merck's cheese, it tastes like shit. I don't know if
love
they do
Merck's
differently.
cheese.
I know they keep it like in a I don't know what you'd call it, like a tin container on the stove, so it's hot all day. It's warm
Right.
when they spread it. And I
Like
get
the goat.
I get the bacon. That's right. I get the bacon. I get the grilled onion and lettuce, and that's it. And with the Merck's cheese, and it's phenomenal. And then they got this 3-layer fry, where it's their Merck's, the sour cream, and bacon, and chives if you want. And then you top it off with a chocolate Oreo shake. Like, put me away for the rest of the weekend.
Dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So
not mad.
You've gone there strictly for the what burger you get there?
No, I went to go and they were closed.
Oh, you've never gone there?
No, we stopped.
So you
we stopped
went, but
attempting.
you didn't eat there.
Yes.
Oh my God! All right, so this is gonna be another episode.
No,
We're just gonna.
we
I gotta go
literally-
try.
I was so pissed about it. I ended up actually going to Babo's that day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that was when I. But I had been going to Babo's when I was in high school.
Okay.
Like I had it before, but I feel like it's progressively gotten better.
Yeah.
Maybe because Michael works there.
Maybe. I mean, it makes it easier to order.
I mean, seriously, it does.
I just thought about another topic, whether or not we want to cover it today or another show, but restaurants that don't exist anymore that we
man.
miss dearly. What are we running at? We're
Top.
actually at an hour and 15 minutes right
Big
now.
Top.
I mean,
Big Top is
yeah,
my number one.
Big Top is
and,
at the top.
And the fact that if
And-
I ever one day have children and they do not know what Big Top is, it just makes me really sad.
And right down the block that you could walk there.
And
know-
they were
you're
open
on-
24/7.
You know what I'm about to say?
Oh, Toots?
Well, I mean, yeah, but even closer.
To your house?
No, closer to Big Top.
What, Nick's?
Roselli's.
Oh, Roselli. Oh, okay. I was like, Nick's?
No, Roselli's. Roselli's Italian food was excellent. Do you want to talk about pizza?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my
forget it.
God. My husband, he
Loved
I
Roselli's.
think he lost years of his life when they closed.
We all did. Well, we probably
Serious.
gained years to our life.
Yeah, he
If we're
did,
looking at it
yeah.
medically, we
Right.
probably all gained years.
Medically, he did,
Right.
but emotionally, he lost
Yeah,
them.
medically, yeah. Our dietary, well-being is better, but our mental state, we're all shot. We're
Right.
all shot. All right, so for you, burgers. Those are my top three. I gotta say my top three. If you can keep it to one, excellent.
No,
But-
I definitely would pick Superdog as my favorite.
Superdog is
burger.
just
I
hands
get
down.
mayo packet
Okay.
because they don't put it on there. Grilled onions, easy relish, tomato, and then I add ketchup.
Yeah,
That
I
is-
added
that
ketchup
is
too.
That is my burger from Superdog.
That's excellent. And the fries, you got to admit, unmatched. And then the onion chips. You ever get the onion chips?
Yes, and I actually
Holy
like
hell.
their breaded stuff, whatever it is, like those cheese. It's like one has like broccoli cheese.
Broccoli tempura.
Yeah,
The
I
vegetable
love.
tempura.
I love breaded vegetables.
Yeah, and you should have seen her there at the sushi place. They gave her like a head of broccoli that was
Dude,
deep fried.
it was. It was.
I couldn't believe how big it
whole
was.
Floret.
It would look like your hand.
I know.
It would look like your strong hand.
And then he's like, "Yeah, you're not cutting that." I'm like, yes,
yeah,
I
she's
am.
like, I have to cut this in half. Well, just eat the damn thing.
Well, that's another thing actually that you learned about me
What,
while
that
we
you-
were.
that you're a slow eater.
Well, I'm a slow eater,
Very slow eater.
and well, because I talk too much.
I was
while I'm
taking
eating.
the check as she was putting the second piece of sushi in her mouth.
Yeah, right. And then also I eat in stages. So like I
Right.
normally eat like my side dishes first, then I eat my mains, then I eat my dessert. Like I have like a order.
Yeah, for me, it's all about what complements what. So it's like
Yeah.
a bite of burger, a bite of the fry, bite of onion chip, bite of shake.
Yeah, like my brain goes into like
No,
And it-
especially at Superdog when you've got that like quad
Jesus.
fecta going on, where it's the burger, the fry, the onion. For those of you who don't know what onion chips are, it's like what did you say? Like the petals from
they're like kind of
Outback
like an
Steakhouse?
Outback
But you get a
pedal,
box of 'em.
but they're way better.
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
fully breaded.
unmatched.
Yes.
And a little dip of ketchup on those.
They are very
forget it.
good.
Forget it. So yeah, you do the bite of the sandwich, the fry, the onion chip, and then a sip of that chocolate shake.
Dude, I
like,
just can't. My
Just
brain
in a circle. I
would
keep
literally
going.
fry if I did that.
Really? So you have to eat each thing
Like
separately.
when I'm
at
eating a
time.
burger, I always eat my fries first, and then I
Interesting.
switch to like my main.
Okay.
But like people have asked me like, like how do you know when you're full? Like you're just gonna eat your fries and you're
I
gonna get
didn't-
full.
You know what? That might be the paranoia where it's like, oh, I didn't get to my onion chips.
Yeah,
I got through my fries and half a burger, and I'm full now, so I didn't get to try all the stuff I got.
And I try and leave one bite of my favorite thing that I am eating for last. So that's like the
man.
last taste in my mouth.
See, we have two different struggles because I have to leave a perfect bite of all four things.
Yeah.
Where it's like I got to be able to go around the clock again, and if I don't, I'm like shit. Now I just got.
No.
I mean, if I'm left with like fries and a shake, I ain't mad about it.
Right.
But if I'm just left with like just burger or like I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? It's got to like match up totally beautifully, where it's like down the last bite.
Yeah, no, I'm not. My OCD ass cannot handle that.
See, my OCD ass does. That's what I thrive.
Like I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I can't. I gotta eat this last. Yeah, I'm really bizarre. I have weird tendencies like that. That's one of them.
All right. I mean,
I got it from my mama. Literally, she does that.
And then are there any? I mean, we covered. I feel like beef, pizza, hot dogs, and burgers. That's like Chicago staple, right? Did we forget something?
We need to mention the Mr. D's.
Well, that's what I was getting because I was
Yeah.
going to say,
That's
are
like
there
a
any
fun-
off the wall joints where you're just like, yo, they got a bunch of good shit of everything. They don't specialize in anything. I was going to say Franksville,
Yeah, I love Franksville's chili cheese dog,
right?
and because of their cheese.
And they're not like known for it. It's
No.
just like something random. You're like, yo, I go to this place for this random thing.
And it took me years to find that. So I was very accomplished when I tried that. And I finally found something at Franksville that I was like, yes. Because I like their chicken and stuff, like their chicken dinner,
yeah,
like the Greek chicken.
yeah.
And then when I found the chili cheese dog, I was like, wow, this is the best chili cheese dog.
Yeah. For me, it's always been their corn dogs and their the
Right.
super tacos.
Oh, their super
They're
tacos
not-
are good.
They put it on that big pita show.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that since when I was a kid, it would be every Saturday. We'd go to Shabona Park. We'd play baseball. We get done with the game. We lose. And we go and we either go there or we get Yojo's.
Right.
May you rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a show with just places that aren't. I've got all these
That are
names
RIP.
bouncing off of my brain right now that aren't there
yeah,
anymore.
like Hero Subs.
Oh, don't even bring up Hero Subs.
Dude,
Forget
there's so
it.
many good ones.
Forget it.
Big Top is the biggest one. That is the biggest loss.
That's
I
for
literally
you.
went there the day that they closed.
You were like,
I
I
left
need that
my
cream of
job.
chicken rice soup.
And I told, I swear
I
to
left
God,
my kids, my family. I left my job.
I left.
And I went.
I
and
mean,
got a
mind
big-
you, I worked down the street,
Right.
but I literally told my boss, like, I have to leave.
You
I
don't understand.
just saw on Facebook that, like, I'm at work. I'm not even supposed to know what's happening at Facebook. But I'm like, I just saw on Facebook that Big Time is closing their doors. And I literally went there and was like, what is going on? They're like, we're closing. I'm like, why? How? When? They're like, I literally was like, what about Ruth, the night waitress? When I walked in there, I had a pop, a regular Coke, and my husband had a Diet Coke waiting there with bread. And she's like, what soup do you guys want today? Like, she knew us. We would go there like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And
those are the places that hurt the most because you're like, I've spent so many years establishing my...
We used to go as a kid, like, all the time
Same,
on Sundays and stuff.
After church, it was
Cream of
either
chicken.
Big Top, Golden Nugget, or Golden Flame, which is now a CVS. It still has the sign.
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
If have you ever been there when it's the Golden Flame?
No,
Dude,
no.
that's why they have that funky sign out there. It's literally a big light up flame, and they just put a CVS logo in the middle of it, and it doesn't make any sense.
That's amazing.
But like, go figure, Chicago. They ain't about
Right,
to.
they don't care.
No, they don't give a shit. But yeah, it's an old CVS now. It was like fancy breakfast. You'd walk in there, they had like, from what I remember, it was just like piano music playing, and it was like it felt like a banquet hall, and you were eating breakfast there. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, we were good white trash.
I mean,
when I was a kid. We ate McDonald's breakfast. That was a big deal.
That too. McDonald's breakfast
Big
was big
Top.
when it was like, yo, we're gonna do Wisconsin Dells, but first
You
we're
know
gonna
where
wake
we
up
would-
at 4 a.m. and go get McDonald's breakfast.
You know what's really bizarre? When I was a kid, I remember going to the Marriott in Rosemont all the time for breakfast on Sundays because they used to have like a restaurant in the hotel.
Yeah.
And they used to have this lady. We were like friends with her. Like we became friends with this lady. And my dad was like, oh, we're going to go see Miriam. I thought she was like our aunt at one point because she would be like, oh, how are you guys doing? She'd bring us like gifts. And she would make like made to order omelets. I swear to God. So we ate a lot of weekends at the Marriott.
It turns out it's your mom.
Yeah. She's related to us distantly. I'm
Right.
like, are we related to her? My mom's like, no, she's the lady that works
She
at the
just makes good
restaurant.
breakfast.
Yeah. And I spent a lot of Golden Nugget.
Yeah, Golden Nugget. And that's
Golden
and
Nuggets.
What really sucks because my brother moved over there on Tripp Avenue, right off the highway, and they had that one.
Now it's
we all
closed.
got a great meal the first week he moved in, and literally a week later, they had for sale signs in the place. I couldn't believe it.
They have They have that good cream of chicken.
Yeah, it was excellent breakfast. Is there one in existence still? Because I know there were a few.
I think there's one left. My
The
grandma.
Because I'm going to type in Golden Nugget, and it's going to come up with Vegas. It's going to be like,
Yeah.
because you want to talk about, but now that we're talking about Vegas, Vegas is going to be a whole episode by
Vegas
itself.
has the worst food.
Yeah, but come on.
Oh, but, like,
we've found the right places.
Oh yeah,
And
Peppermill
sadly-
for sure.
Peppermill for
We-
breakfast.
Different day.
Yeah, hands
We can't
down.
even start.
No,
Hold it up,
totally
lock
different
it up.
show. We gotta be and we're gonna have to hold off for restaurants that have passed away
Yeah.
because that's a whole show in itself. But Golden Nugget, let's see, they still, because it was excellent. It didn't matter what Golden Nugget. They still show one on Diversey, one on Lawrence, and it's it.
The one that I pass when I go to work.
And one on Central, but those two show closed and the other two show open. So maybe it's just the one on Lawrence and the one on Diversey that are still open.
You want to know the best? So the one that I passed that was a Golden Nugget that is now closed. Talk about your flame place.
It's the Asian place now, right?
Yes,
yeah, the Chinese
it's turned
joint.
into a Chinese joint. So it's the Golden Nugget background with like
Right.
these big lions in front.
It's just called like Mr. Nuggets now
You're
or something.
It's like I'm like, wait, what is happening? They
Yeah.
didn't even change it.
No,
Like it's just
it's the same restaurant, and they just painted a
It's like
whatever it is.
red doors and
Yeah,
stuff. But
that's
I'm like,
it.
this is Golden Nugget with like
That's called like Golden Dragon or
yeah.
something. I don't know.
I'm like, this is really interesting. I don't know if I would eat there, but maybe. You never know.
Yeah, they might have like a good General Tso's or something.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know.
That's all, folks.
We're back. Well, we hope you enjoyed this romp down memory lane with us again to finish the
Round two.
yeah.
Two.
Wow, you're doing the Joey C now. To do the final of the very first episode we ever sat and did. Yeah. Kaylee's had a lot of sugar today.
No, I haven't had any. That's the problem. And no
That's
coffee.
the problem.
I'm a mess. Anyways.
As always, if you want to share a slob story with us or a topic,
keep it anonymous.
That's right.
Anonymous.
Or suggestion or any kind of anything. You want to contact us, do it.
The
Find
best.
us,
Wait, I have to interrupt you.
Do it.
This guy
Do
is
it.
full blown talking
Do it.
with his hands, like he's talking.
You have to.
He's like,
You gotta throw
you
it out
gotta
there.
do it, and you're gonna send in your slub
Grab it
story.
in the thing
Yeah, it's like I'm hanging out with a rapper right now.
You better watch it, all right? Grandmaster DJ Funkulo, DJ Capricola, whatever you want to call me.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So anyway, be sure to reach out to us at our Instagram DMs or send us an email at 2slobsanonymous@gmail.com.
That's the number 2
slobsanonymous@gmail.com. And next, what do we got for next week? Next week we're gonna do
Would You Rather?
Rather.
Next. Thanks to Ashley.
Yeah,
who
thanks to
suggested
Ashley.
that. That was a great idea.
These are the suggestions we're talking about. Go ahead and send us a suggestion. We always love brand new ideas because Kaylee's running out of them, frankly. And I'm just
No,
good
I'm
for
not.
any of
I
that.
have ideas for days, you fucker. He's so full of shit. He's lying to you.
I was giving you a compliment. I don't ever have an idea.
I know. Yeah, I know. You're clueless. What could I
Right,
say?
Exactly. Well, until next week, if you're not having fun,
You gotta make your own.
that's right. You got to make your own. We'll see you next week on another episode of
Slobs
Slobs
Anonymous with Joey C and KB. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Use that like 14 fucking times.
That's my favorite one. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Boo-doo-doo. I was doing it, and then I'm
Wait,
waiting.
you didn't give me like a heads up or nothing.
Yeah, I just did it. It was just an impulse, you know?
Right.
Anyway, so thank you guys for joining us for another episode of... I forgot where we were.